So far the Quest has been based on the same chassis as the El Grande, and it featured mostly the same running gear. The main difference has always been the width of the car. This time around the new Quest is expected to be specifically built for the US market. This likely means a longer and wider car than before, with possibly a longer wheelbase as well. The car is expected to share most of its platform with the Maxima. However, it will benefit from many upgrades meant to make it safer and better to drive. While these are just rumors at this point, it seems Nissan is on a quest for improving their vehicles and release unique-looking models meant to shock the car industry. The Quest's price is unknown, but we would expect it to boast roughly the same pricing scheme as its rivals. We wouldn't be surprised if the 2018 Nissan Quest will borrow design cues from the Maxima or the Murano. The outgoing model looks more or less like a minibus, so it's not all that appealing. The boxy rear end, the tall and narrow structure as well as the uninspired front end are going to be gone. In their place, Nissan may decide to base the Quest on the Maxima's bold design scheme. A larger V-shaped front grille, swept back headlights, a more aggressive bumper and sculpted lines on the sides would go a long way. The rather tall rear end, while great for usability, might get replaced with something a bit more modern without losing much of that utility. The sliding rear doors, as well as the large glasshouse, are likely going to be kept. These will allow the passengers to enjoy a great view and get in and out of the car with ease. The current model isn't exactly at the top of its class. The dashboard has an aged look to it with plenty of buttons and a rather upright design. Like some of its rivals proved, a minivan doesn't have to look like an RV. Instead, the 2018 Nissan Quest might receive a new dashboard with less upright surfaces, a better set of materials and features as well as more available room for passengers and luggage. This would be achieved with the help of the longer wheelbase and clever cabin layout. Some suggested Nissan may look at the Murano for inspiration, which wouldn't really be that far-fetched considering the two cars would share a similar height and width. So far the minivan used a 3.5-liter naturally aspirated engine with 260 horsepower. Even though it was not the best, it managed to use an average amount of fuel while delivering decent performance. For the 2018 Nissan Quest, it will likely be replaced with an improved version of it. This would be the same engine that can be currently found under the Maxima's hood. Here the engine makes 300 horsepower and 261 pounds-to-foot of torque, which is mostly on par with its future rivals. Unlike its rivals, though, the Quest would be one of the few to feature a CVT gearbox. This will offer seamless gear changes as well as a really laid-back character. With it, the Quest should be able to hit 60 miles per hour to the right around 7 seconds with a top speed limited to around 120 miles per hour. The fuel consumption is also likely to improve up to around 22 to 23 mpg on average.